The Salvation Army chaplaincy program that we have here is the only program of its kind in the country. No other Salvation Army in the United States or the world works with a local police department in the way that we do. We're sort of trailblazing in that, and that's really an exciting thing to do. For our chaplains in Milwaukee, you can imagine that the types of scenes that we go to are very difficult and traumatic. The people that we invite into the program, the people who join us, we ask for letters of recommendation from their faith leader. We want to know that the people coming have a strong faith background, because we know that they're going to need their faith in order to, their own faith to lean on as they go into these difficult situations. And then we ask them to be involved in community outreach for a few months before they go into the crime scenes. Doing that allows them to become familiar with the police officers in their area. It also allows them to become familiar with the other chaplains who are assigned to them, so that they can build relationships, they can learn from each other, and begin to build a fraternity, a fellowship between each other. But when they get to the scene, one of the things that we do to ensure that they feel safe and that they are able to handle the situations that they come is that no one goes to a scene alone. We like to joke, if it was good enough for Jesus to send them out 2 by 2, it's good enough for us too. And so we make sure that people go out in partners so that they can pray with each other, they can support each other, and so that they can handle the various demands that come. Now, oftentimes we have more than 2 at a scene if the scene is rather large, or if it's particularly traumatic. After these scenes, we like to do follow-ups. I like to do follow-ups with my chaplains, especially those chaplains who are newer to the program, to make sure that that they are processing this in healthy ways, that they are getting the help that they need. Some of our chaplains like to process these experiences with their own pastors, which is great. Some of them process with each other after an incident. They'll debrief together, and others will do it with me. And that's one of our ways to make sure that that they are not becoming traumatized by the trauma they are experiencing in the caregiving. So one of the things we do to help is to require continual training. We have various training modules, you could call them, throughout the year for our chaplains. We believe that the better trained our chaplains are, the better they're going to be able to cope in various situations. And so that's another way that we help to help them cope with the emotional demands at these scenes. Most often, in my limited research and knowledge, when police departments have chaplaincy programs, they don't have as wide a community focus as we do. So if you look at other surrounding municipalities around southeastern Wisconsin, there are departments that have chaplains, but it's usually 1 or 2 chaplains who serve the entire department. And their first priority is usually supporting the officers, and then they would provide support for families. What's different about our program is that we have so many community members that are part of it, that we have 51 chaplains. When I talk with other chaplains in the area and I tell them that I'm the coordinator of this chaplaincy program, and they ask, oh, how many chaplains do you have? And I say 51, they are shocked. It's very unique in that way. What's also unique is that our primary focus is on supporting the community and supporting families. We also provide care for officers, but our first call usually is to support the community families. The other thing that is a little bit different is our focus on connecting resources and connecting different organizations together. We know that that not only can the police not do this work alone, but we can't either as chaplains do this alone. That we need the support of other resources in the community, and we need other congregations, even if they're not in the chaplaincy program themselves. We need these other congregations to help partner with us to care for these families long term. That's what makes our program different. In these other programs, I think often the care is immediate in that emergency, but there isn't necessarily the same infrastructure available to those chaplains to do the kind of community networking and outreach and resource connecting that we try to do in our program. Because the program is so unique, and we're so new, we have only had 1 full year of existence with the program in the city. We don't have hard, fast data on the impact, but what I can tell you is that we have gotten a number of responses back from families and from officers thanking us for what we do. In January, we responded to a scene. Family lost a son, and we had 2 chaplains present. And about a month or 2 later, that family sent us a letter saying, when we lost our son, that was the worst day of our life. But the chaplains helped us get through that, and they help us, have hope even today. And he said, I think it was the dad. The letter then went on to say, we're grateful for the program that the city has, and here's a little gift, a financial gift, to continue to support this program. It's stories like those that help us know that we really are making a difference. And also with the officers, I've heard many good compliments from detectives and other officers praising our chaplains and their sensibility and their kindness and compassion and their ability to meet with these families where they're at. And so I believe that we are making a difference. I believe that the city is better because this program exists. Is there a way that we can grow and continue to delve deeper into meeting needs of the city? Absolutely. And I'm excited because I know that the more this program continues to grow and expand, and the longer that we're able to make relationships in the city, I know that that will continue to broaden the impact of this program. But so far, the families that we have been able to touch have seemed to have a very positive experience with our chaplains.